It is time to talk about a movie. What movie? It's just one of them days. I'm Mindy, and this is Tune In TV. Yes, today we are talking about one of those days. One of them days stars it's your girl, Keke Palmer, and Caesar as the main characters. To start off, first, we are introduced to Drew, Keke Palmer's character. She's working at a fast food restaurant, and she seems to be doing her job very well. She's very in tune. She's very into it. She is taking care of business. She's like employee of the month. You see her plaque at the beginning. Like, she's really doing her thing at this fast food restaurant, doing the most of what she can. She is really good with the customers, talking, chatting, giving them their food, just giving them the best customer service. So then we're introduced to Caesar. She's picking up Drew at the end of her shift, and it seems that she's late picking up Drew, and Drew is just looking at her like, "Girl, like, you know you're freaking late. Like, what are you doing?" So Kiki's character Drew knows her friend so well. She told her to pick her up early, even though her early time was still late. It shows what type of friend she is. Like, just a little bit unstable. Like, you have to trick her into be coming in early. Like, that's so annoying. But like, Drew knows her friend, and they're like talking to each other, kikiing. Like, you see their relationship at the beginning is very like lighthearted and fun. Next scene, Caesar's character Alyssa is asking Kiki's character Drew. I think her name is Drew. Drew, like, different questions, like, why should you be a franchise manager? And I guess like she has an interview coming up, so they're getting prepared. They're getting ready for that. In this part, Alyssa, Caesar's character, she's very supportive. She's like, no, you can't say I think. You need to say I know. I'll need it. Like, giving her friend some support. So Kiki's character is very like, she's hardworking. She knows she needs to climb the corporate ladder. But the thing is, she's sort of like unsure of herself. Like, she's not fully confident in herself, but she is a hard worker. So that's when Caesar's character comes in. Is like, no, you can do this. Like, come on, like, just giving the girl the motivation that she needs. But you can like her character is sort of like a little bit like whimsical, like letting things just like sort of like fall out the sky a little bit. Like, it's like they're yin and yang with each other. Like, she's like, Kiki's character is hardworking, and then Alyssa's character is like sort of like more laid back, knowing that stuff is gonna flow to her. Like, she's like the more spiritual sided person. And one of the things she was like, I pray to the ancestors, this is going to happen for us. Like, they're each other's yin and yang, sort of. So we're getting introduced to like their neighborhood and like the dynamics of the housing, and they have Uche, the landlord, who is like very hard, very strict. Give me my money on time, not a day late, not an hour late. Give it to me on time. So we see one of her I guess one of her neighbors is on the street. She's like, did your grandmother just die? Did your grandmother just die? He was like, he didn't care. He kicked this. He out on the curb. His stuff is out on the curb. His apartment is probably already filled. Okay, Uche does not play. You will be gone. You will be gone. You'll be on that curb, sitting there, questioning what you about to do. So Drew does have an interview today. She just got off of work. Like, she's like getting ready, getting prepared for this interview, but we already know it. It's kind of one of them days. Something is about to go down. Something is about to go wrong. Like, we just already know. It's one of the movies. So we're introduced to Mama Rue. She gives like mother spirit, like supporting the neighborhood. Like, she has things that are open. Like, her house is sort of set up like a corner store. Like, she has chips and stuff ready, like orange juice. I don't know if they have to pay her. They might have to pay her a little something, but it's still like supporting her neighborhood. And of course, everybody business. Like, she's telling them now, we're about to get a palm colored neighbor. Like, it's already going down. I just now noticed, like, Uche filled in his spot. Like, immediately, he just threw this boy out. Like, the boy that was just talking about that got threw out. That's whose spot is being filled. That is crazy. We can see that Drew, Kiki's character, she is like a little bit like awkward. Like, she like awkward in certain situations, just like trying to like figure it out. Like, she's comfortable with some people and be able to talk to some people, but like sometimes them awkward interactions. Like, she has a few of those moments here. they usually occur around this man that she likes. That like the music comes on, he's looking all good, and she just like like when you pause and you just like don't know what to say because you like this person, but you just don't know what to say. The thing is, she be trying to be cool around him, but then she just ends up saying or doing like the craziest stuff around him. Like, oh my god. Oh yeah, his name is Maniac. That's what his name is Maniac. On second thought, she can't talk at all around him. Like I can't even hear what the girl is saying at all. So like she's like mumbling underneath her voice. Like yeah, wait, it's a lot going on. The girl was too stunned to speak. And then, like the editors of this, like every single little movement is like a romantic moment. Even when it's not even romantic, they put it on the romantic music because, like, they're a mess. But then they sort of exchange glances at each other. Like it's nothing like too romantic going on, but they like, they're like sort of giving each other a little eye contact. You can tell that she's into him, but you don't know until later if he's into her. No, Mama Ru is wrong for that. She gonna say, "Girl, I thought you was having a stroke. Girl, I couldn't even understand what you was saying." Like in front of my crush. Like that's how I was talking in front of my crush. Like she crushed her dreams about being with that man. She was like, "I couldn't even understand you. What was you saying?" Like, that is so embarrassing. And now we're like hearing about Maniac's past. Like he's a little aggressive. He's a little bit dangerous. At least that's what she was saying. Like since they was kids, like he was getting into trouble. That's what Drew said about the man. But then Mama Ru was like, "Well, he's a grown man now. You can't just be putting that on him. You don't know nothing about him right now." But then it's like every moment Keke's character is tried. Drew is being tried at every single moment. So this the neighbor Jamil, he does everybody's hair. But he hasn't finished her hair yet. So in the background you just see him about to take another client. No, darn well he did not finish her hair. The middle of her hair is not done. She wearing a scarf. He's bringing in a new client. He's just like, "I'll get to you in a moment." He's being extra rude too. "You want me to pay you? You don't even want to finish my hair. It's crazy. Got me walking around looking crazy, talking about you gonna finish my hair. But then I see you with a new client and you haven't finished mine yet. Are you out of your mind?" So Kiki's coming into her house after yelling at her neighbor because he didn't want to do her hair, finish her hair, but he got new clients, but he can't finish her hair. But anyways, moving on from that, so it just rough for her. So she walking in the door, she tripping over shoes. Like she already worked a night shift, she already been through it. Like she's walking in. We hear mention about Alyssa, Caesar's character's boyfriend, and she's like, and then he's like, because she tripping over shoes, she's like, "Why are we always tripping over those shoes? What income does this man have?" Like I'm like, he living here without no money? No ma'am. It's like an obstacle course of shoes. No. All over everywhere for somebody to trip on, and they supposedly knew. Do you not want your shoes? And you're living in somebody else's house. Like, are you kidding? So we actually find out that Alyssa is an artist, and she does like really cool paintings. And like one day she believes that her stuff is going to be in the MoMA museum. Like that's where she wants to go, because Keke is like, "Well, why is his shoes all over your artwork?" And she just like says that like they're not even that good, like blah 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 blah. The universe is gonna guide me. And that's when her like personality sort of comes out. Like she's sort of really chill, really laid back. Like the universe is just gonna guide me and things are gonna happen. But it's like the work behind it is not really clocking in that you need to do the work too. It's just like the universe is gonna guide me, God is gonna guide me, rather than like. And it's sort of with her too, like her, like she believes in herself, but it's not a full belief. Like she's like, it's no care behind it. It's sort of like she's sort of like with the wind, like very like whimsical. Why is her apartment like the ceiling falling down, almost hit her head? She almost bust her head. So Keyshawn, Alyssa's boyfriend, has weaseled himself into their apartment, and he's wearing Drew's stuff. Like, he just like has no care in the world, talking about, can y'all keep it down in this apartment? First of all, you don't even pay for nothing, and you act like you own the place. And then second of all, you're drinking out of the carton. Like, everybody gotta drink some. Like, what? Why are you drinking out the carton? Because I know he didn't pay for it. I just know that, like, that's just being a leech. And then on top of that, he was only supposed to be there for 6 days, and it ends up being 6 months. And then he's like, "Well, I'm celebrating 6 months of us living together." Like, he's trying to be all romantic, but you weren't even supposed to be here for that long. You're supposed to be here for 6 days. You act like you own the place, and you only been living here for 6 months. You're not even supposed to be here. And then Alyssa just lets him walk all over her. Like, she don't say nothing. And then on top of that, it's one thing not to say nothing, but then you're defending the behavior on top of it. No, absolutely not. And then he was just being, and then he's disrespectful to Drew as well. Like, do not talk to my friend like that. So Drew finally gets into her pajamas because, she just worked this night shift, and we see the dynamic that's happening all around her, everything being chaotic. She finally lays down in her bed and hears a banging at the door. Who could it be? Who could it possibly be? And this person is pounding at the door, like, you might as well break in at this point, because that's what it sounds like. You're beating down on the door. So finally she gets up. She asks Alyssa to open the door. Alyssa is nowhere to be found. So she finally gets up. The girl been through it. Like, she just got into the bed. She got to get up, open the door. She's like, who's this? Find out it's Uche, her landlord. Why is he banging on the door like that? So this man is talking about he didn't get his rent. And my girl looking at him, Drew looking at him like, what are you talking about? Alyssa gave you your rent. And then there's a specific part at the beginning. She's asking Alyssa, did she pay the rent? And she's like, yeah, I paid the rent, girl. Da, 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 da. So Drew over here confused, like, what is this man talking about? Is he okay? Is he crazy? Because first of all, why are you banging on my door like that? And second of all, we paid you. We brought up the money. We definitely paid you. So what are you talking about? He comes out and says, she did not pay me. What are you talking about, ma'am? So now two people confused, but all Uche knows is he better get that money. He don't know. He's like, do I look like somebody who misplaces money? I do not. I keep all my coins. And then this man gonna come out and say she's a liar and you're a liar, and we're like, hold on, because we always play our rent. So it's like, dang, I'm a liar now. And it hasn't been. It's crazy because it hasn't even been a whole day. We just come out as liars, I guess. Like, what? This man is crazy. So then he says, I'm leaving home at 6 o'clock today. So if you don't have that money by then, sweetie, you're gonna be out with that other man that we were talking about at the beginning. You won't be on the curve, and your stuff gonna be with him. So then 9 hours pops up on the clock because that's when they have to pay. So we're going against the clock to pay this man his money. But the thing is, where is the money? Because we thought we paid him already. So Drew has to figure out what the heck happened to this money. And then Alyssa acting like she can't hear nobody speaking to her. Like, girl, I'm calling you for a reason. I'm calling your name. Like, what's going on? Like, you can't hear. And then the stupid Keyshawn talk about stuff. Drew, you're always stressed. Like, I'm worried about your health. First of all, you're not worried about nobody's health. First of all. And then second, like, stop playing, stop talking, stop disrespecting me in my house that you don't pay for. You've been here for 6 months. Stop talking to her like that. Like, are you out of your mind? Are you insane? Talk about you worrying about her health. First of all, I'm worried about my rent. That's why I'm stressed out. Because where is the rent? Why is the rent paid? Working all these hours, why isn't my rent paid? So she goes into Alyssa's room. She finally she don't hear her. She had to go in and wake her up because Alyssa is eggplantmatized. Like, she crazy over that man. It's like she can't see, hear, do nothing. Like, when he's around. So she's getting up. She's finally getting up because Drew gets her up and it's like, yo, where's the rent? Drew's like, Uche said he don't got his rent. Alyssa's like, he's lying. We definitely gave him the rent. But no, she didn't say we give him it. She said Keyshawn gave him the rent. Drew looks at her like, girl, you did not give Keyshawn the money. Why would you do that? Are you out of your mind? Are you dumb? Why would you give that man your money? He doesn't do that. Why would you give him the money? Are you insane? Okay, this part I don't understand. So they calling Keyshawn into a room. If it was me, I would have stormed out and been like, yo, Keyshawn, what's going on? We need to get face to face real quick. I'm eating nice. Okay. I would have told Keyshawn, I would have ran up to him and been like, where's the rent money? They sit here calling into the room. This man is not answering at all. Keyshawn done dipped. He's gone. First of all, he got his little, and then started, and now he's gone. They sit here calling him. You know that man is not there. It's like even his stuff is gone. He's been living with them, squatting there for 6 months. Even his stuff is gone. He took that money and ran. And then he talking about so he knew how to clean this inside. He cleaned y'all out and cleaned the house after his last hurrah. And then they talk about call him. You think he's gonna answer? He did with y'all money. You think he's gonna answer the phone? Y'all are crazy. Y'all, both of y'all don't got no brains at this point. It drives me crazy because even at this point, Alyssa is still defending him. Oh, he just right. He's busy. He's an entrepreneur. If he got all this money, why wasn't he helping y'all with the rent in the first place? Why would you even give him the rent? Like, I just don't even understand. Like, what was the point of giving Keyshawn the rent at all? Why? What would be the point? She calling him. He done left that phone there. He left the phone at the house so he can't be called. Ow! So now we had to having to find Keyshawn. She needs to go to her job interview, and I don't even know. And then the third thing is like, is the dude, her neighbor, ever gonna finish her hair? Like, so she can like go out, so she doesn't have to be in a scarf. Like, is he ever gonna finish her hair? Too many things are just going on. Like, too many things going wrong at this point. But it is one of them days. So Alyssa and Drew go outside, right? And they're walking down the thing. And you can just see everybody in their neighborhood just like gawking at this one area. People are having chairs. Like something is about to go down. But we find out it's just the new neighbor that was coming in. The new neighbor that's coming in. So everybody's just like they're just mesmerized by this is like such a canon event that is happening or something. Uche, who is rude to everybody, is never nice to no one. The new neighbor comes in. He got her baked cookies. Like, he's just so excited to see her being so nice to her. Like, he acting all types of brand new. It's funny that everybody knows that he's homeless and don't got no money. Like, and you're gonna give him your money. Like, that's the crazy part for your rent. Maybe to let him hold some, or like, no, you shouldn't be doing that either. But like, your rent money, you're gonna give the homeless man your rent money is crazy, and everybody knows that he's homeless. So they can't figure out the password to his phone. So they bring it down to the neighbor talking about the neighbor talking about, I don't do that anymore. Like, don't be telling people my business. But then he's like, who phone? Then he come out talking about, oh, your homeless boyfriend out. Why does everyone know he's no good except for Alyssa? She the only one that don't know he's no good. Like the eggplant got her like that. What makes the whole thing worse, he didn't just steal their money. He going out there to cheat today. Right after he steals the money, and right after he gets it in with her, he gonna go out and cheat. He gonna go out and cheat right after. And then this was somebody, they call her Bernice the bully or whatever, but they be saying she be stealing everybody, man, whatever. What? Like, you just be, how you just gonna steal, cheat? Like, what else you gonna do today? What other crimes do you have on the list for today? So now they coming up with a scheme to break into her house so they can get the money. I don't know how all this is going to, like, how's all this gonna work? I don't know, but they sneaking into the house. So the scam is Keke's gonna go to the front door and pretend like she the girlfriend. And the girl opened the door talking about who are you? Like, is she like, what? Like, she's like, I don't know who you are. Talking about you my friend. So Keke is supposed to distract her, and then Alyssa's supposed to jump in through the window and get the money. But you already know that's not how it's gonna go down, because first of all, she's mad that the dude is cheating on her. So you already know what's gonna go down. They gonna start arguing or whatever. That's just what I knew. That's just what I know was gonna happen. I don't know why she was sent to go get the money, and then Keke go lie talk about stuff. I know you. How the girl know who she know? Like, how are you gonna trick her into her knowing you? And then, okay, you my old friend. Why are you just showing up to my house? That don't even make sense. We're old friends, like from whatever school or whatever. What you have a house for? Like, what's up? Like, like the lie is just not it. Like you could have came up with something so different. Like who wrote that into the script? They need to be fired because like what? So somehow Keke convinces Bernice, the lady's house that they're breaking into to get the money. Somehow she convinces her that they went to school together, they was on a dance. But then Keke messes it up by saying the wrong school. She was like, hold on, I didn't go there. She said Crenshaw. The girl went to Dorsey or something. She's like, I didn't go there, so what are you talking about? And then, of course, my prediction was correct. Whatchamacallit wakes him up, and they start arguing. So it's all about to fall apart. This fool gonna say he invested the money. Invested it into what? It was supposed to be our rent money. What are you investing in it? Investing in what? What could you possibly be spending the money on? This man said he invested into a high quality t-shirt company. Excuse me? That's what you spent the money, their rent money on? Some t-shirts? So, of course, they start fighting, and then you hear all types of thumps in the back. So, Bernice goes to the back and says, what is going on? Why is she in my house? Like, what is going on? I didn't like this part because, like, okay, Keke pushes Bernice out the way so they can hurry up and run. But then, Alyssa's character, Caesar, she pushes her stuff over. And I'm just like, she's not the one who betrayed you. Your boyfriend betrayed you. Like, you should have beat him up. Why are you tearing up? She didn't even beat him up enough. You want to tear up her stuff, but you don't beat him to a pulp. He spent your money and he's cheating on you. Like, come on, be so for real right now. And then the boyfriend is sitting here screaming in the back. Like, because she pushes over the girl's tank with her snake in it. Like, why are you destroying her pet stuff? Or a man? And you didn't even fight him. You beat up her stuff. So now he's screaming in the back because he's scared of the snake. Like, he is just all types of wrong. Like, oh my God. Like, what did you say in him? So they're running from Bernice. Like, they're hightailing it. They thinking they about to get to the car. They get to the spot where the car was. The car gets towed. She parks in the wrong place and the car gets towed. So now even the car is gone. So Bernice, the lady's house that they broke into, she's running down the street after them, right? She gets slammed, like bang! Her face gets slammed into a car door because somebody was coming out. So everybody around them, they start recording, they start laughing. She makes it her mission to go beat them up. She makes it their mission. It's all over her. It's written over her face, her body language. She is about to go get them. She not playing. She's like, somebody gotta pay for this. First of all, she was embarrassed, and then they broke her stuff. Like, no, somebody gotta pay. Somebody's getting paid with that. Getting beat up. After everything like calms down, Keke is thinking that Caesar has the money. Drew was thinking Alyssa has the money. She ain't got the money, and she has to tell Drew that, and it's just like, oh my God, like. This boy really spent the money on some mess. That he know not gonna make him no money. And even if it does make him some money down the line, it's not today when I need my rent. Like, he's so dumb. Like, oh my God. He ain't care about nobody but himself, of course. Drew keeps asking the same question. Why did she give the money to Keyshawn? She keeps asking the question. And man, I want to know why she gave the money to Keyshawn. Why did she trust him so much? And gave him the money. I don't understand what went through her brain. Why didn't she just go give it to him? Like, I don't understand. Why was the money in Keyshawn's possession? Why did she put the money in Keyshawn's hands? I don't get it. And then, of course, she's like, okay, you know, because she's the optimistic one. Like, it's just going to come to us. So, like, she's talking about we can make the money today. Rent in LA, how much is rent in LA? Like $2,000? How are we making $2,000 in one day? Like, what kind of plan did you have? Like, how were we going to make that money? And then on top of that, I almost forgot about her interview, so she could actually start making some more money. The interview, and that, okay, so that's at 4. They need to get the money by 6. So I'm supposed to be out here making some money while I have to be at this interview. That's supposed to be. It's just too much. It's too much. I would explode. Cause like what? It's just too much going on. Then the listener girl keep on talking about, you have to have faith, girl. I was just fine, like, until you gave that man my money. You gave your stupid boyfriend my money. Like, have faith, my. Oh no, we would have to fight right then and there. Like, come on, fight me. Like, stop playing with me. Fight me right now. And this is another yin yang moment for them. It's like she's talking about like, oh, we're gonna figure it out. The universe is gonna help us. Da, da, da. And then Drew is like, no, we need a plan. We need to have something. We need to understand what we're going to do. So the first way they try to get money is this payday whenever loan. So they're in there, they're looking around. First of all, so many people have bounties like out. Like so many people have not paid their loans because obviously it's like a trap basically. Like it's hard to pay the loan back, and I guess like interest is probably like very high, whatever. The guy outside is warning them like, ladies, do not, it's a trap, do not go in there, like you're never gonna pay that loan back. And you can see that like basically like I don't know how many people is on that wall, but there's so many faces on that wall that have a bounty on their head because they have not paid that loan back. So then they're ignoring all the signs. They're like, we need this money. We're gonna get this money some way, somehow. So they go to the back, right? The first thing so they're filling out the application, and then Alyssa is like, so they're like, what do you do? First of all, the lady is a rude talking mess. Like, excuse me, she's like, first of all, she calls their name. She loud, she rude, or whatever. And then she's like, well, y'all should have walked faster if you didn't want me to call your name. Like, girl, who are you talking to like that? So then they get back there, they're filling out the application, and then of course the teller asks, what's your occupation? So Alyssa says, I'm an artist, and she listed off all the different art stuff that she does. The lady is slowly ripping up the application. She was like, yeah, that's not gonna work, boo. So they soon find out they're like, no, not everybody can get a loan, which should have been obvious anyway, because no, not everyone can get a loan. But they're advertising it like people can, but they obviously have qualifications that they need to adhere to. She's like, we need some proof of income. Like, artist is not enough. Like, do you have any source that you could put on this paper? And she's just like, Alyssa's like, no. So they can't go with her application. And then the teller, she just laughing, like chuckling, like, girl, don't make me beat you up. So the Drew was like, okay, since Alyssa can't do it, so Drew was like, well, can you run me? I have a steady income. I work as a waitress. She just says my credit score is low. So the teller is like, well, yeah, like we take everybody. The system will put you in no matter how low it is. Drew gives her the ID, and she does the credit check. She runs her credit. She looking there. She sees her credit score, and I guess it's like really, really low. She started bagging up at Drew, like, you are so unprofessional, ma'am. Like, who would just be laughing in people's face like that? Of course, they are not approved for a loan. Talking about anybody can get a loan. No, not everybody can get a loan in lying sales. But obviously, we knew that the first thing that they tried wasn't going to work. Bernice is pissed. She is so mad. That's the one that, like, they broke into her house and broke her stuff, and then she got hit in the face with that door and fell in front of everybody. She is mad. She's like, text them. I want to know where they're at, so because she really want to fight them. Like, so that's another plot of the story. She's trying to find them so she can beat them up. And of course, Keyshawn is going with it because he's a scared little punk. Like, he giving her all the information, and Alyssa's supposed to be his girlfriend, and he's supposed to love her and all that stuff. And you just stole her money, and then you're gonna sell her out too? It just gets worse and worse and worse. Like, it just gets worse. So the next thing they try is the blood bank. But my thing is, they need $2,000. How much money does a blood bank even really give? Like, I don't know how that works. Like, how much money? Like, can they give enough blood to get $2,000 with them combined? Like, how much? I don't know. And then on top of that, nothing is going right for them. So I don't even think they're gonna get nothing from this either. But let's see what happens. But then she gets a nurse that it's her first day, so she's a little bit nervous, and then she's like, "Oh my god!" Like it's already sounding crazy. And then Alyssa's getting text messages from this man like, ignore him. She even hesitated a little bit and thought about texting him. No, he betrayed you way too many times. No, do not text him. Do not text him. Don't say nothing. So it looks like everything is going smoothly. Drew gets her first pint of blood out. And I say first pint because she asks the nurse, "Oh, can I do another one? Will I get more money if I do another one?" And then because I don't think they're supposed to do it. But the nurse is like, "Do it. I'll do it." But we already know something's about to go wrong because it's like, it just has to. Because, first of all, and then it's like, you're not even supposed to be doing it. Why are you whispering? Like, no. I would be like, no, that's okay. So we don't know what is about to happen. Like, anything could go wrong at this point, but we'll see. So Alyssa finally gets up. I don't know. I guess she took a nap or whatever. She got too comfy on that comfy chair. So she gets up. She goes in the back. Drew is looking gray, pale, passed out like this. She done gave 4 things of blood, 4 bags of blood, and the nurse in the back is just like, she's too stunned to speak or whatever. Drew was back there like, we needed the money, and she just passed out or whatever. But then on top of that, we have to remember that Drew needs to go do her interview. So how are you going to do that when you're all tired and sluggish because you done gave all this blood, 4 bags of blood, and you're not supposed to do that? The nurse asking, "Are you alive?" And then Alyssa's simple self rips the needle out of her arm, which doesn't make any sense at all. Why would you rip the needle out? I know you wanted her to get off the machine because she's gonna give 4 pints of blood, but do it safely. Are you okay? Are you what is going on with her up here? What? Hello? Is anybody there? This blood is just squirting everywhere, all over everyone. This is such a hazard. This is so bad. Oh my god. Then on top of that, her bags of blood falls on the floor. Drew can't pick them up because she's so out of it. Alyssa and the nurse are tussling over the needle, step on the bags of blood, so they can't even get the money for the bags of blood. The only good thing that came out of any of this is that they got an apple pie voucher. They got it after all the pies of blood she delivered to them. They get an apple pie voucher. They get 2 apple pies. No, this day gets crazier and crazier. Then it gets even worse because she's still texting that man. You're supposed to be ignoring him. You're not supposed to be saying nothing. You're not even supposed to be saying insults because she was like, Drew almost died because of blah, 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 blah. You're not supposed to be talking to him at all. Cut all contact. Why is he not blocked? Why is he still able to contact you? So when they finally get to the drive-thru, the drive-thru attendant, he's even rude. He's just like, "What you want?" But he keeps changing back and forth, talking about what you want. How can I help you? What is going on? You're supposed to be a little bit of professional. How you want to come up to somebody and say what you want? This movie is crazy. So remember from the beginning, what's his name? His name is Psycho. So you remember Psycho from the beginning, right? He's in the drive-thru behind them in the car. She's dressed in because they had to change clothes because of all the blood that was splattered on them. So she's in this I don't think it's scandalous, but she feels like it's scandalous because it's not usually how she dressed. She's like, "Oh my god, he's gonna see me like this." She's getting up. First of all, girl, you just donated 4 pints of blood. You shouldn't be caring about nothing but getting some sustenance. But of course, and around him, she gets jittery. She can't speak and all that. So we already know what's about to go down. They cannot catch any kinds of breaks today. There's no breaks. That. life is coming for them or something today. Because why, as they're walking through the drive-thru? Oh, that's another thing. Like, so they had to walk through the drive-thru because the pipes burst in the restaurant. So they're walking through the drive-thru, and mind you, from before, their car has been towed, so they're not even in their car. So somebody runs up behind them and hurries them and snatches their bag and snatches their food. And Drew, who needs the food for, like, because she's like famished because she's had 4 bites of blood taken out of her. He steals the food, and they already gave him the voucher, and he's not trying to give them the food. But the thing is, her boo is behind her, so hopefully he helps her or something. So Maniac was behind him, so he pulls over to the side, and he notices that he notices Drew and Alyssa, and notices that he knows them, and he's like, so he gets out the car, he sort of pulls over, and he's like, is everybody okay? Is everybody all right? Somebody gonna need to smoke him or something. And then Drew was like, and Drew, it just comes out of her mouth. She's just like, by who? She swears he is the same person as he was when he was younger, like, just like being mad, like hurting people, being aggressive, all that type of stuff. So that's where they're at. And he's like, but he tells them to get in the car. He's gonna buy them some food. So they hop in the car. So this is Drew's chance to like talk to him. Alyssa has to encourage her to get in the front and sit in front with him and talk to him. But this is her time. So they get the food. So Maniac buys Drew and Alyssa food because their food got snatched. But he ends up buying them like a whole entire meal. At first they were just supposed to get biscuits from their apple pie voucher, but the guy was going to give them biscuits. So Maniac buys them like a whole entire meal, like with the chicken and everything. So Alyssa and Drew, I don't know why Alyssa's doing it, but Drew is like smelling the food and she's trying to look sexy and like sniffing it and like trying to eat it sexy, but she just looks crazy and awkward, like, oh my god, you're trying too hard, eh? Maniac looking at her like, are you okay? Are you alright? Like, don't choke. Like, don't choke on the food, babe. Like, are you okay? And then he's like, is it that good? Like, dang, like, and it's like, y'all think I'm being cute? Like, no, y'all not. Like, why would you? So Drew feeds Alyssa. Alyssa takes a bite like this. I'm like, he's looking at them like, are y'all okay? Are y'all all right? So I guess he's sort of into it because he's like, if that's good, can I get some? And she's like, do you want me to feed it to you? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay, Drew, go get something, Drew. So they had that little moment or whatever, like, oh. So why? She has a little something on her face, right? He was like, you got something on your face. Like, he goes, you know that little moment, like when they wipe each other's faces off and stuff, trying to be cute or whatever. She's like, so she's sort of freaked out. She's sort of mortified, like, oh my god, I got something on my face. He wipes it off, like trying to be all cute or whatever. And she asks him, is it okay now? He's like, it's perfect. Like, stop. Stop. And then Alyssa's talking about some, because she can tell that not Alyssa, girl, what? She can tell that Drew is having a moment with Maniac. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna leave you guys. And she's like, I'm gonna be on the mission. First of all, I wanna know what she gonna do on this mission. Like, how is she gonna get the money? While Drew likes Maniac, she's like questioning like his past and wondering like about his occupation, like what he does, and she wonder if he does anything like sketchy, because there's a lot of like stuff going on. So she's like, while she likes him, she's sort of a little bit freaked out by him, especially since like he, like his past, like all the stuff he used to do. He used to beat people up, he used to hurt people, he used to do all that type of stuff. So she's thinking that he still does that now. But it doesn't really say what he does. It hasn't, like, that point hasn't been proven yet. But she is like, oh my god, like, she's looking for every clue in the book to see if this man is dangerous. Like, she's seen like what on the phone. His phone call was a little bit weird. His conversation was a little bit weird, and the way he was wanting to go beat up the people who snatched their food. And on top of that, now she's really thinking that he's hurting, like, you know, really hurting people, like taking people's lives and stuff. Because now she sees a a hatchet in his car. Like, she's like, oh my god. But she still likes him, but she's like a little bit suspicious about him. So Maniac and Drew are in the car with each other, and they're just like talking to each other, getting to know each other. So a phone call pops up on Drew's phone. It's Alyssa. But Alyssa's not the one that's answering the phone. Lucky from the pay whatever. They just met him. I don't even know how they became friends or whatever. But he's on the phone talking about, you need to come get your girl because she's about to be here no more. And she's like, what the heck are y'all talking about? Like, what is going on? So they have to hurry up and go find Alyssa before something happens to her. And they don't know what's happening and what's going on. And why do this man got her phone? Like, how did they even become friends? Like, what is going on? This boy Keyshawn is such a freeloader. Every single girl when he went, how do he be getting women? Like, how? So somehow they're following each of their moves that the Bernice girl, she's following every single move, following them from their tracks so she can find them because she really wants to fight them. She really wants to beat them up. So she's following them every single place. Like, she hasn't given it up yet. Like, she's following them everywhere so she can find them, right? So she goes from the Bub Link to the chicken place. So when they get to the chicken place, the guy's like, I don't want to tell nobody business, but it ends up spilling all the tea, telling all the business, even the direction that they went in. But then we have Keyshawn. They about to leave. Keyshawn like, since we're here, we might as well get some food, right? Excuse me? And you know he's not going to pay. He wants to offer her dime. Like, he is so annoying, bro. Like, oh my god. So obviously Alyssa done lost her ever-loving mind. She done lost it. It's not there no more. It wasn't there at the beginning of the movie, but it's really not there now. Why, when Drew gets there with Maniac, she looks up. Alyssa is at the top of the electrical pole, right? She's up there trying to get some shoes down. Like, and what is going on? And there's nothing up here. Because, like, girl, why are you trying to get some shoes? Like, you're trying to risk your life. So, it's just, it's too much. She's risking her life to get this money. Which is like, okay, but like, why are you on the electrical pole? You can get electrocuted at any moment. If somebody has to come up there and get you, like, what are you doing? How should she even get up there? She is like, I'm going to take the risk. We're going to get this money by any means. They're going to get this money because she's up there. She hitting it with a broom, trying to get the sneakers down. And now another character comes into play. Somebody named King Lolo, who like, I think at the beginning they said something like, oh, somebody looked at him. Didn't even look at him wrong. Just looked at him, and something happened to them. So she messing with the wrong people's shoes right now. First of all, you're going to get electrocuted. And then if you do get the shoes, you're still going to get into trouble. Girl, what are you thinking? So, of course, it doesn't go as planned. She gets the shoes and you think everything's about to be a success. Right? Wrong! So, Alyssa gets the shoes successfully down. Drew catches them at the bottom, like, no scratches, no nothing. So, Alyssa's up there, right? You just see the electrical current going across, and then she gets electrocuted real bad, and then she drops to the ground. I don't know, I guess it wasn't enough time. She falls right on Drew. Like, are you trying to kill the girl? You trying to kill yourself and her? I guess you won't have rent problems no more, but y'all not gonna be here no more. So Drew wakes up in the ambulance. Alyssa overheard, like, girl, I thought I killed you. Like, I didn't know what happened. I had to call the ambulance because I didn't know what to do. And then Drew's just looking around. The first thing she thinks, like, I don't have no health insurance, and this is going to be a $2,000 bill because, like, ambulances are expensive to come get you. Like, she don't know what to do. She's like, oh, my God. And then on top of that, they don't have their rent. So they're like, we need to get out of this ambulance because this is way too much money. And then the ambulance people see them about to bolt, right? They see them about to bolt, and they're like, man, please lay down. Please lay down. No, they're about to hop out of that ambulance, even though they already got her information. So it was sort of in vain. I don't know, like, okay. But then it's like, Drew's health is sort of like imbalanced right now. First, she gets all these pints of blood out of her, right? She has all these pints of blood that's taken out of her. Like, she's weak or whatever. And then Alyssa falls on top of her. We don't know if she has a concussion. We don't know what's going on with her. Like, oh my God. But it looks like that something is finally going right for them. They got the shoes down. They run out the ambulance. Like they're sort of in a calm state, and then they finally was like, okay, how much are these shoes even worth? They're a little bit tore up. Like there was because like Drew was like, who's gonna buy these shoes? Like they're a little bit messed up. But then when they look on the website, they're like $2,500. So their rent is $1,500. So they'll have $1,000 left. They're like, okay, period. So they find a buyer for the shoes, right? So they're like, okay, they're gonna meet up at the park, like it's all said and done. And he must have paid the money in full, right? So I don't understand why they let Drew do it because like she's not a good liar. Like you already said, like she's not a good liar. I don't know if Cecil would be a better liar, but like we know Drew, like she don't always have like the confidence behind everything. So it's like, oh my god, what is this girl about to say? So anyways, she comes up with a like, oh, it's not that great of a lie, but she's just like, okay. So, but the thing is, the guy keeps asking about like the story of these shoes, like where did these shoes come from, who wore the shoes, like all types of mess. And it's just like, dude, do you want the shoes or not? Like, why are you playing? Like, be for real right now. But I have to say, our girl Drew was selling these shoes to these men. She's like, put your foot in. Like, isn't that a perfect fit? Like, come on. She is selling these shoes. Like, rent is due. Rent is literally due. So she's like, okay, come on. She's trying to get this sell, okay? So the guy, he starts to get him. The guy that she's trying to sell the shoes to, he's like getting emotional and all that, like having tears run down his eyes, and it's like, oh my god, I just care about the backstory so much, blah 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 blah. So Drew, she sort of has a heart for him. She's like, okay, I'll give it to you for $1,500. He stops crying, like he's like, girl, I got you. Like he's like, okay, deal. Like you are such a scammer. Like. But at least it's enough for the rent. That's exactly how much they need for rent. But it's like they need that extra money a little bit. Like dang. So finally, it's time for Drew's interview. Like this is the promotion that she's been waiting for. She's been ready for this. Like she's been waiting for this moment. Like every day leading up to this day, she's just been waiting for this moment. Like it's finally a chance for her to get a step up, to get ahead, so they're not always shocked. But the thing is, she's in this like this little green weird outfit that she got from the blood bank. She has on a blazer over her. Thank God Lucky gave her a blazer because she doesn't have no time to go back and change and like relax and get her mind right. Like they're literally in go mode. Like they can't, like they have to get the check and then they have to go drop Drew off for the thing. So there's no in between time for her. So I know Alyssa is trying to be an artist, and sometimes she sells some of her paintings, sometimes they don't sell, and she's trying to get her art into like museums and stuff. And one day that's gonna pay off, or like she believes that's gonna pay off. And I know like you have to have faith in your dreams and everything, but before your dreams come true, you need to help Drew. Drew was like, oh my god, I'm finally gonna get this job, and we're finally gonna be good. And like Alyssa makes a joke like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to be a cat woman," but it's like you're real. Like I know it was a joke, but it's like you're really being a kept woman. Help Drew out. Do something else. Like yes, focus on your art, but like you need to help pay the rent too. And maybe she does like pay the rent and stuff, but like I feel like a lot of it falls on Drew's back. Like she's on Drew's coattail. Like no, girl, no. But then it's like, how do you not love her? Because she's so motivated. Like, she motivates Drew. She's like, girl, you can do this. I know you can do this. Like, she's just always in Drew's ear, lifting her up. So I get why she's a good friend. But at the same time, it's like, you get us into the craziest situation this whole day. It's because you gave Keyshawn the money. Like, you don't make good decisions. Like, yes, you're a good person and you got a good heart. But, like, girl, stuff is always happening to me because you're not thinking all the way. Like at this point, because they can finally woosah out a little bit because Drew finally makes it to her interview. She's on time, like exactly on time. She wasn't late. Her outfit looks okay with the blazer. Like she can finally breathe because she made it to her interview because that's what she wanted to do. So thank goodness that she did. So the man that should be blocked, Keyshawn, is not black, and then she texts him and she's like, I'm gonna show him. Oh my god. So there's a guy out front of the out of Drew's interview. There's a guy who's selling fruit. So she's like, okay, let me take a picture of me and the guy together. So she's like, I want to show him a man that has a job. Blah, blah, blah. He's supposed to be black. You're not supposed to be talking to him at all. It always starts with Alyssa. It's always a problem. So she sends Keyshawn the picture, right? And Keyshawn, of course, is telling Keyshawn and the Bernice girl that wants to fight them is trailing them, trying to find them. So then Keyshawn shows her the picture, and she's like, "Oh my God, I've seen that building before. I know exactly where they are." In front of, like, and then she should think, like, why does he keep trying to find me? Like, he already done took everything that he could from me. What the heck does he want? And then the last person that he was with, Bernice, the last person that he was with, wants to fight y'all. Like, she was running after y'all before. So you think that he isn't with her right now? Like, you're just not thinking enough for me. You're not thinking it through, Alyssa. So basically, it's in front of Drew's job. Like, she's about to find him in front of Drew's job. Because she knows exactly where. She's like, oh, I know where that building is. And then she's driving there right now. Like, oh my God. Every time they get a step ahead, it's like 2 steps back. And what makes matters worse is that Drew is doing very well in this interview. She's the most experienced that they have. They're having a great talk with her. She's getting along so well with the bosses, with the interviewers. And I just don't know what's about to happen, because it's like, oh my God, what are you about to do? Like Bernice is about to find y'all. Like, and I hope it's not in front of the job, because of what's about to happen. Like, it looks like she's about to get the job. Like, they really like her. They're having a nice conversation. Like, it looks like everything is about to work out. But we already know that everything doesn't work out. So what is about to happen? Oh my God, oh my God. Bernice is in front of Drew's interview. She's in front of the building. She's in front of the building. Like, oh, come on, Alyssa. Why did you send that picture? She knew exactly where they were. And now she's outside. Oh my God. Like, my girl can't get a break. My girl Drew cannot get a break to save her life. Alyssa out there eating fruit and stuff with some man. At the end of Drew's interview, the interviewer says, like, this whole thing was crafted for you. You're the best candidate. And she's like, I can speak for everybody that this thing was designed for you. Like, and then all this mess is going on outside, and the interview is going so well. Are you kidding me? And then on top of that, Alyssa can't fight. So Alyssa's getting beat up by Bernice, like, real bad, getting slapped around and everything. Like, girl, hold your own on something. So, of course, Drew gotta go out there and help her girl out. You know Drew was in there getting interviewed. Why are you calling Drew's name? Like, and I know, like, she's getting beat up or whatever and she needs help, but, like, you know that I'm trying to get this job. Like, why didn't you run, do anything? She just sat there and got beat up. Like, you couldn't help me in the slightest bit. Like, let me, like, do the interview and then. Like, no, nothing could ever work. And then what makes matters worse, I'm thinking that Drew was about to save Alyssa. Drew and Alyssa get beat down by Bernice. She is beating them, okay? Beating them up so bad, embarrassing them so bad. Like, y'all get, so Drew loses the job and then gets beat up on top of that. That is crazy. And then Keyshawn just useless in the back, not saying or doing nothing. And then Bernice takes the money. Takes the money that they did all that work for. They take the money, so now they're back at square one. First of all, no, because they didn't fight enough for me. I would have got up and we would have to square up again for that money, because what are you talking about? You took the money that I had to get for my rent. And then Keyshawn don't even do nothing. He's just sitting there in the back not saying nothing, doing nothing. Then the interviewer sees everything that happened. She goes in disappointed because Drew was the perfect candidate. But after seeing all that mess outside, she was like, no, ma'am. She goes in like, you were the right candidate, but you just had to be in all this mess. Like, Drew, you were so close, girl. You were so close. And then they had the money. They had everything in the bag. Like, Alyssa just had to send that picture. She just had to. Ignore him, block him, get away from him. Then now, like, they're in the argument phase, like they're arguing with each other, and then Drew finally like says like, do you do this stuff on purpose? Like, do you? Is it that you hate me so much that you do this stuff on purpose, or are you just like that simple in the brain? Like, and I feel like it was a valid question. Like, are you trying to ruin my life, or do you do it on purpose? Are you really just that simple? And Alyssa's like, oh, well, just tell me the truth. Well, how do you really think about me? All that, girl, I am so mad at you right now because every single incident that happened today is because of you. I had a plan. Drew was like, I had a plan. I had everything lined up. And then what do? You mess up every single plan that she had. Like, come on, baby. Like, come. It sounds like you try to ruin my life, and it's like, no, like she's just really that simple. Like, come on, girl. And then you talk about, oh, I spent so much energy trying to make you feel better about yourself. Da, 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 da. She's like talking about she knows who she is and all that stuff. Alyssa, shut up. Like, she was like, it's not my fault that like stuff goes wrong in your life. Literally today it is. You could have fooled me because today every single thing was your fault today. I can blame you today. I can't blame you for all the rest of the stuff because like I know I gotta take responsibility for my life. But girl, today I blame you. I blame you today. Because, yes, I blame you. Because literally every single decision that happened today is your stupidity. I know she didn't come at Drew. Not everything is Alyssa's fault. I won't say that. But it's like, girl, today, yes. Cause Drew didn't even talk about everything else that happened in their life. She was talking about today how everything was messed up, and it messed up. It was pretty messed up. Like it was messed up real bad. Like we're about to get evicted. Because you gave the rent to Keyshawn. You sent Keyshawn the picture. I got like we were about to come up off of this money. Like we were about to she was about to get the promotion. Like every single little thing that happened today. Yes, Alyssa, it was on you. And to make matters worse, like you thought this day couldn't get any worse, it does. Now they sold King Lolo's shoes. They didn't even pay their rent with the money. They got the money taken by Bernice. King Lolo hurts people, okay? He's like, where my shoes at? Da, 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 da. He's on the phone. Like, okay, we need to, and now they gotta come up with some more money to pay King Lolo, or this time they're not just losing their apartment, they losing their lives. Like, it's too much going on. It's too much going on in this movie. Like, it's making me mad. They have to come up with $5,000 in a couple of hours. Where they gonna get $5,000 from? You know how hard it was to get $2,000. Now you want them to get $5,000? Are you out of your mind? And I would be like, no, I don't live there no more. He knew exactly where they live. He knew their names. Like, how you know me? What are you talking about? I would be like, no, I moved to the East Coast. Like, I don't even live there no more. I would be like, what's a jungle? What's a jungle? Like, they told the truth. I would have been like, you gotta find me. You have to find me. Because what? No hesitation. That landlord said no hesitation. Uche was not playing with them. The moment they get back, why is there stuff on the curb? Everything is out of the apartment and on the street. He didn't waste no. He said 6 o'clock. Everything is going. How you even do it? How you even pack up all that stuff like that? Who moved it all out? Did he move it out by himself? Did he turn into the Hulk when people don't pay the rent? Like how did he do all that? And how much time? And what? So on that timer it said 4 hours and some change. So like it was literally 6 o'clock, and he said, "Oh, all your stuff is going out on the street." Cause I feel like they weren't that far from the house. So you telling me in 30 minutes he got all their stuff out, every single nook and cranny of the place is cleaned out? Like what? And then he's not even going. I thought the man was gone. He walks right past him like he don't see them right there talking to him. Like, excuse me, like hello, like do you see me? No. So the new neighbor, her name is Bethany, right? She sees them out on the curb, right? She's like, are y'all having a yard sale? Let me look around the stuff. Like, oh my God. And they're just so out of it. They're like, yes, it's a yard sale. You can look at whatever you want. You can have anything that you want now. Like they're too defeated to care about anything right now. Like they're on the street, they're kicked out. Like Alyssa is sitting on the couch outside and Drew is on the other side because they still mad at each other too. So They just over it. They're like, we give up. So as Bethany is looking through the stuff, she finds the paintings. And she's like, oh, I'll pay for this. How much is this? And then Alyssa's like, not caring about nothing. She's like, you could just have that. But Drew was like thinking on her feet real quick. She was like, $300. And then Bethany was like, done. I'll pay. She'll definitely pay $300. And then Drew goes into how it was an original and all that. So now they're getting an idea that they can sell Alyssa's paintings. So it looks like the stars are starting to align for them because Bethany not only buys a painting, but she's like, I wanna show the original artist. Like, can I tag you in this photo? Da 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 da. So they take the picture, right? And then Drew was looking at the followers and stuff, and she was like, wow, well, you have a lot of followers. And she's like, yeah, I'm a brand manager and all that. So it looks like things are starting to look up a little bit. So they go into Bethany's apartment, right? Why is it all renovated, nice? Like, it looks so perfect. And they're asking, did you do the renovations by yourself? Blah, 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 blah. Uche is so wrong for everything that he does. Their ceiling is literally falling on their head, and they pay rent every single month. And their ceiling is literally falling on their head. But this is renovated, perfect, nice. Like, everything is like, all the appliances are updated. Like, are you kidding me right now? So then we have Drew with the quick thinking again. So Bethany from before, when she first moved in, saw those two and was like, oh my God, there's people my age. Would you like to do Prosecco and Pals? So they take this time to be like, okay, yeah, we'll do Prosecco and Pals with you. We'll talk to you and everything. Because Drew noticed how many followers she has. So Drew hurry up and cooks up in her head that we're having an art show tonight of all Alyssa's paintings. And she asks Bethany, since she has so many followers, can you post it and just like basically give them some publicity for the pop-up so they can make some money. Drew was always with it. The quick thinking. Like, yes, Drew, like you always, she's always saving the day. Like, not all heroes wear capes. Like, yes. Come on, Drew. So all that smack that Alyssa was talking about, I know myself, I'm confident in myself, I always gotta motivate you. Now that it's time for her to be confident in her art, now she's like, oh my God, Drew, what are you doing? Like, oh my God, slow down a little bit. Like, and all that mess that you were talking, and you are also afraid to do your dreams as well. Are you kidding me? Like, you're gonna come at Drew, who actually like tries to execute her plans. Like, she may be a little bit like anxious or whatever, but she actually does what she's supposed to do. And now it's time for you to step up to the plate, and she has to motivate you, but you were just cursing her out. Like, that's crazy. But at this point, they're like trying to forgive each other, and like Drew is still motivating her because she's like, I always said that your painting was good. And the thing is, like, Drew motivates her as well. It's not one-sided. It's never just one-sided with Alyssa. So they know they only have 3 hours of time before King Lilo is coming to collect his coin. So they get it together real fast. All their stuff is outside. So they start setting up like a cute little pop-up with their couch. They do some lighting stuff. Like, they're putting some food together that they had. Like, they're putting it all together for this art pop-up. Like, they are not playing. But of course, like, they're about to see they maker if they don't get it together, because King Lilo don't play. He don't play at all with nobody. So they're getting it together. They're like, we're about to make this money. We're gonna make something shake. I love this moment in the movie because like all their neighbors like come together and help them set up the pop-up because they really don't want to see them. They really don't want to see them leave. So they come together as a community to really help them rake in this money so they can stay in the jungle. So I love this. Like, they came together to really help them. Especially Jamil, since he didn't want to finish her hair. That's the least that he could have done. It's crazy what they pulled together in that little time. Yes, they had the decorating. Yes, they already had the painting. But it's like nobody knew about this pop-up. But right now, the pop-up is full. It's buzzing. They have so many people. Like, it's going so well right now. Then Mama Rue came in with the food. Like, everybody came together, helped them decorate, helped them do everything. Like, oh, I love this little moment. Like, yes. And Drew's not playing. She is upcharging like crazy. But the crazy part is, like, she keeps getting higher and higher with the prices. They just keep on saying, okay. Like, yes. Make that money. Make that money. The pop-up is going so well. the art is selling, everything is flowing the way it's supposed to flow, everything is going great. But out of the corner of Drew's eye, she sees Jamila, the interviewer that was interviewing her earlier. So of course, she walks up to her and says, "Thank you for that opportunity." Like, she's just talking to her. She's saying how she like put together this whole entire pop up and everything. And then Jamila is actually like, "Wow, I used to live here, and I admire how you put together this whole event." Like, she's seeing the potential in Drew, so she's like, "Okay, Drew, I'll give you a second chance." Like, even though like they sort of like put it aside that she was doing all the fighting and stuff, because she was like, "You really were our best candidate. Like, we really wanted you. It was just that we can attach ourselves to like a person who like acts like that." But it's like, I see what you're doing, and then like the marketing, like it got all the way to Jamila. Like, it's like everything was going right at that point. So she's like, "Okay, all right, I see the potential that you have. So I'm going to give you another chance, because it's like you really do great work." Jamila says that she's going to call her next week. Like, you get another shot. Like, yes, like they got it back together, and I'm so happy. Like, yes, Drew. Hopefully nothing happens next week. We don't know what happens next week, but hopefully nothing happens next week. King Lolo didn't waste no time. He rose up in the middle of the event, loudest music over their music, like loud music in his car. He is ready. He's like, "Where's my money? It's time to pay up." So when King Lolo pulls up, everybody that like lives in the jungles knows about King Lolo. So they're like running into their houses. They're like, we need to get away from this situation, because we don't know what's about to happen, because anything can happen around this man, and it's usually a fatal attack. So they're like, "Yeah, we gotta pack it up." But the thing is, other people that don't know about King Lolo are coming into the neighborhood, coming into the jungle, that came into the jungle. They don't know everything that's going on, so they're just like standing there like they don't know what's about to happen. So King Lolo is coming in there. It's time to collect his money, basically. And then Alyssa has a right idea that now she wants to keep the money, so she doesn't want her life. How are they supposed to get out of that situation? Alyssa, how are you supposed to get out of that situation? That don't even make sense. Of course, Drew is sent in, because she's always sent in for every single situation. She has to go greet King Lolo, and she has to stall him because Alyssa wants to keep the money. We don't know what the heck Alyssa is doing, by the way. Like, how are they going to keep the money? Like, what is going on? What's the game plan? She doesn't tell her the game plan. So Drew is like stalling King Lolo. So she's like, so they're talking back and forth. He's like, "You're testing my gangster." He getting upset. He was like, and she was like, "What are you gonna do? Shoot all these people?" She got a little bow there. He's like, "What you gonna do? Shoot me in front of all these people?" He puts the gun up. Pop, pop. Yeah, he is actually, babe. He is. He don't care about nothing except getting his money in his hand. Where's Alyssa? So Alyssa just runs out making noise. She's like, "This is the distraction." And then they start running, booking it. King Lolo is pew-pewing at them like they're just running. Like, what kind of plan is this? This is the worst plan I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Like, I'm surprised none of y'all got hit with the pew, because like, what? So King Lolo is pew-pewing at them. They're running. They're in heels and all dressed up. King Lolo is, he's doing what he said he was going to do if they didn't have the money, and Alyssa wants to keep the money. So now they're running down the street. I don't understand what's going on, but he's just excited. He's like, "I love this." What do you mean you love this? You love hurting people? I guess you do. And then they find the worst hiding space in the history of hiding spaces. You're gonna hide underneath the truck? Like, oh my god! Like, this is like, it gets worse and worse. So now we know Alyssa's plan. Alyssa's plan was, she was calling the cops because, of course, King Lolo has like some warrants on him. So the cops was trying to find him, but she had to stall. In the meantime, they had to stall until the cops came. So that's what the whole situation about running. Like, they're trying to keep themselves alive until the police come and get Lolo, basically. But the crazy part is like, okay, they say, "Lolo, we're gonna get you." He starts shooting at the cops. But the cops don't shoot back at him, so I don't know if he's gonna get away. Hopefully they catch him so they don't have any more problems. But like, he looks like he sort of gets away, so I don't know. Okay, so I was wrong, because Alyssa said that it wasn't the cops. So who are those people? Like, you need the real cops for King Lolo. What are you talking about? You didn't call the cops. What do you mean you didn't call the real cops? And then why is Keyshawn broke self, homeless self in their apartment just squatted there. He's sitting there trying to do a romantic moment. You cheated, stole from me, did all this stuff. You think she really gonna take you back? And then he has up all the candles. He's trying to make it look nice and stuff. Don't you notice that all the furniture's gone? Don't you notice that they're evicted and they have nowhere place to go? And then I feel like the only reason why he there is because he was homeless and he didn't have nowhere else to go. Because the Bernice girl kicked him out and was like, boy, you not staying here. So he had to find somewhere to squat at. That is the only reason why he created a romantic moment. Because he knew that he didn't have nowhere else to go after that. He came up with the weakest apology. I want to make it up to you. These little ugly candles around my house ain't making it up to me. You won't have to do way more than... Actually, no, she shouldn't take him back at all. But the thing is, he coming back with, I'm sorry, and he's just lighting some candles. Like, what? That's not enough. To get me mad, you won't have to do way more than that. I'm still going to say no, but it's like, you could at least try harder than that. Come harder than that. Some candles? No dinner? I don't even see no dinner. No nothing. I'm not saying that it's enough. She should never take him back. She should never take him back. But at least he could have did more than some candles. If he wanted to be taken seriously, if he wanted his apology to be taken seriously, like, come on. Alyssa has finally come to her senses because she was like, yo, you burn my good candles? Like, what happened to Bernice? Like, come on, like, baby, you gonna have to bounce out of here. I'm so glad, like, she told him off instead of be like, oh, baby, because you know at the beginning of the movie, she would have took him back in a heartbeat. She would have took him back if he just would have said sorry. But now she's fed up, like, she has truly found herself. It's like, boy, hit the dough. I knew King Lolo wasn't going nowhere. I knew that he got away. And then it's like Alyssa said that wasn't the real cops anyway, so nobody was getting him anyway. Why did they run back into the apartment? King Lolo knows where y'all live. He busted that door because he knows exactly where y'all live. What do y'all think that y'all was going to do? They got so lucky. They got so lucky because why King Lolo was about to blow them away. He was about to blow them away. No hesitation. He was so mad. And then he felt betrayed because he was like, you called them people on me? He was real mad. They was about to be done. Why did their broken apartment actually come into their favor? Because that ceiling falls on King Lolo's head, like busts him in the head, like a huge chunk of it, busts him in the head, and then he ends up knocked out on the floor. He ends up knocked out on the floor. So they're like, oh my God, thank God. Because he's like passed out. Like he's out cold. He's out for the count. But then they're celebrating a little bit. I feel like they're still not off the hook until, like, what are they going to do with King Lolo? What are they going to do with this man? Like, how are they going to get him off his tail? What about he get up? Like, I don't think the thing killed them. So what are they going to do? So why are we celebrating already? And then on top of that, why is Keyshawn hugging them? Like he put them under the bus. He was like, well, when King Lolo busted, he was like, I don't even live here. This is their apartment. Like, and then you want to hug us and like, oh my God, thank God. Like, no, get away from me for I slapped you. Like, they should have slapped them. Then it gets even worse because why did Keyshawn light all those candles? King Lolo passes out. He kicks over the candles all the candles that he lit up. So now the whole apartment's on fire. And then of course the fire's in front of the door. It's in front of the door. Are you kidding me? Like they can't even get all the way out because it's, an apartment, like flames go fast. So the whole door is lit up. How are they gonna get out? And then King Lolo was passing on the ground. The apartment's burning up fast. They're like, oh my God, we have to say. Well, Alyssa is the one who, like, Drew and the Keyshawn want to leave him, but Drew was like, oh my God, karma, da da da. So they had to carry this unconscious, heavy behind man out. The flames is burning up the apartment real quick. Like they gotta get it together and they gotta get something together fast. On top of needing to carry out King Lolo, there's bars on the window, so where were they even going to get out? Because the whole front was already burning, so they're moving to the back. They're in a room. I'm thinking that they're about to get out. There's bars on the windows. They can't even jump out the window. Like, how are they going to get out? And the smoke is, like, starting to, like rifle all the way up. It's going through the door. Like, they're about to pass out from asphyxiation because it's, like, the smoke is getting into their lungs. So they think that they're about to, see the other side. So they finally get over their differences. They have a heartfelt moment. They saying they're sorry to each other. They're saying that they love each other and all that because like the smoke is piling up fast. Like the whole apartment is ablaze. The smoke is getting to them. The bars is on the windows. They don't see no way out of it. So they're like, they finally apologize to each other. Drew was like, I meant most of what I said, but I'm sorry. Like, so they came back together. Like, they came back together, I guess. Why does Keyshawn ruin everything? That boy ruined everything. They're having that heartfelt moment. He gonna come over there and hug them and cry and all that. Get off of me. Actually, go jump in the flames. Thank goodness they start to hear noise. They start to hear some clanking. And then in walks in a fireman, kicking in the door with the axe, like breaking down stuff to get them out. Thank goodness somebody comes and saves them. After all that, annoying Nat is in Alyssa's ear talking about, I'm sorry. Keyshawn, the annoying Nat, is in her ear talking about, I'm sorry, please, baby, take me back. No! I'm even clearer in the mind because I almost, like, no, I am not taking you back. Leave me alone. Go back into the apartment with the flames and the smoke because you done got my nerves so bad. Stop nagging me at this point. Stop. Literally, the only reason why he doesn't want it to end, is because he's going to be homeless tonight. But the thing is, they're homeless too because the thing is burned down unless Uche is going to let them stay or whatever in a different apartment and a better, nicer apartment, which I highly doubt because you know how he is. But if they get that rent, maybe he'll do a little something. But it's like the only reason why you want to be there is because you're homeless. That is the only reason why. It's not because you love me and all that mess and you feel sorry. It's literally because you're going to be hitting pavement tonight. You're going to be hitting the pavement, sleeping on the ground, sleeping in the park where you met Bernice at. Yes, Alyssa finally. She's like, I deserve better. I'm rallying behind her because she's finally telling him, saying that she deserves better, saying that she's choosing herself finally. Then when Alyssa finally tells that Nat to go away, swats him away. Drew is like really into it. She's like, oh my god, my girl's finally standing up for herself. She's just like really like listening to their conversation and just like being proud of her in this moment. That she's so into their moment of Alyssa's moment of standing up for herself. She doesn't even notice that the firefighter in front of her is actually Maniac. So Maniac this entire time, like he isn't anything illegal. He doesn't hurt people. He doesn't do nothing. He actually cleaned up his life and became a firefighter. So this entire time she had a stereotype about this boy and all this stuff. Like she was holding his past against him, where he was really just living and doing better with his life. He might have been an angry teenager. He went to juvenile detention and all that type of stuff, but he really turned around his life and wanted to help the community. See, like she was just judging him, but it's like, okay, your past is your past, and people are gonna judge you off of that because people that's just what happens. But it's like, no, he actually got his life together, Mookie. The more I watch this, the more I hate Keyshawn. I didn't think I could not like him even more, but now I really just don't like him. So at the end of everything, like the ambulance is there, they're sitting in the ambulance, and he's telling Bethany, I think her name was Bethany, the new neighbor, about what happened. And he's like, oh, I feel myself in front of the flames. Like, I had to save them. You didn't do nothing. You was crying in the corner. Like, shut up. Like, come on. You're just trying to find a place to sleep tonight. Like, you're just trying to find a place to sleep, like, because you have nowhere to go. So you're trying to impress somebody so you can get with somebody. Like, please. You didn't jump in front of nothing. First of all, you threw him under the bus when King Lolo broke in. And then you're the one who started the fire because you want to light up some candles in a place where you see that they're evicted. Like, you don't see no furniture there. You know they got kicked out because you already knew what was going to go down. Like, are you an idiot? Like, he just makes me mad. King Lolo has done many horrendous things. He's done people, boop, people. Like, has done so many, like, stealing, all types of stuff. But the thing that they get him is because he didn't pay his loan. Payday whenever got them off of the bounty. That's why he goes to jail. Not for all the other things that he's done, but for the bounty. Come on, bro. Payday know they wrong. Payday know that they're wrong. So that's the loan people, right? So they have bounty on different people's heads when they don't pay their loans. So they're up on the wall. They have a bounty on them, and you can get a reward. Why is the reward only $30? You're telling me after all that it's only $30 for the reward? Are you kidding me? All that money y'all got, and y'all giving people $30? They just have the cutest moments. So at the end, Maniac is flirting with Drill, talking about it's just not fair. Like I just dragged you out of a fire and you still looking good. Like ah! And not only did he compliment her and make her feel good, he's like, "No, I'm on Uche's neck because the flame should have went up that fast. He is not doing what he's supposed to do. He's getting every single fine in the book, and I'm not playing with him. Like, Maniac said, I got your back. I got you. Like he's about to renovate this place, and he's getting every fine in the book. Since he's so worried about money, how about you have no money now? Because you gotta pay for all these fees because this is a hazard. Then he was like, I got you. Like the insurance claim is about to hit big. Like you about to have so much money. Like so much is going down. And then he's like, so are you gonna call me? Like like this is so good. It is so good. They figured out the housing situation. Mama Rue took them and they said she said I got 1 bedroom, but y'all can stay as long as y'all need to. So they're not homeless until everything goes through. So throughout the movie they kept on talking about a cheetah martini. When they accomplished everything that they wanted to accomplish, they were gonna have this cheetah martini and they kept on talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. So they were gonna celebrate when Drew got the job. But now like they finally settled down, like everything is coming together, so they're finally gonna have this Cheeto martini, like because they've been talking about it ever since they were kids. So now they finally get to taste it. But while they're like making it and everything, Alyssa is like a guy that owns a art gallery was like, I want you to do a series in my thing. So everything is just working out. Like everything is aligning the way it's supposed to align. Like yes. One of them days is a chaotic comedy. If you want to have some type of adventure or you want to laugh on the ride, like it takes you up, it takes you down, it takes you up. It was a crazy time. It was a good time. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to tune in for the next tune in review, I will be back soon. I'll have to figure out my schedule. This is my first video, but I'm figuring out my schedule. But I'll definitely be back with another video. Thank you for watching. Mwah!